much a straight room. A shotgun house is what they used to call them in the old days, just a straight through house. Does have a big closet. It's got doors over there to open up for more stuff, and then you got all that, and that closes off. This makes into a bed, and I've already laid down after that drive, and that's a nice bed. And then you got the TV. Of course, it's in Spanish. And then you got the view, which is pretty awesome. And then let's see, I'm on the 6th floor, and then you got a bathroom with a washer and dryer, sink, shower, and I've already started with dirty clothes. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Pretty comfortable for the next couple of days. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Gracias. Now, you want me to just stand right here? Is that good? Is that good? Hello everyone. Hey, I gotta say, going to Guatemala City was an experience. Yeah. First off, my Airbnb. It was outstanding. Probably one of the better ones I've been to so far on this year-long adventure. And it was well equipped, well maintained, perfect. You walked into it, you were home for sure. And Joshua, the guy that runs it or owns it, man, you knocked it out of the park. Great job. Really appreciate being able to go to an Airbnb and just relax and not have to worry about fixing things and cleaning things and just doing the normal stuff that should be done. And you know, I've had enough experience over this last year of traveling around El Salvador that I could do a Airbnb video, which means I will be doing an Airbnb video on just things to look for and look out for. I mean, I'm still getting caught on some things I just completely miss when I'm looking at a description or an Airbnb and think, hey, this looks like it's pretty cool. Sometimes it is, and then sometimes not quite. So yeah, there will be a video coming out on that here in the next month or so. We'll try to do one. It's good for me to put it out there. That way, if you're traveling, it might just help you find something better and not be stuck with something that you really don't want to stay at. Okay, at the Airbnb I stayed at, it was at a hotel building called Centro Vivo. And at the top of this building, there was this restaurant. I thought, well, I'll go up and check it out. And it was the Tres Tiempos. And you saw it in the video. Awesome. Really, really. The staff, the way it was set up, the bar, of course the views, beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah, I stayed up there for a while, visited with a bartender, visited with a manager, and it is quite a place. If you're in Guatemala City, I really recommend you go visit this. This was one of the highlights of my trip. And the food, I ordered a carne asada. Yeah, that's it. Carne asada with shrimp, French fries, and salad. You know, think, well, it should be a pretty good meal. Man, this was outstanding. The carne asada, which is basically steak, was thick. Probably the thickest one I've had since I've been down here on this trip. And it had shrimp all over the top of it. These weren't like little bitty shrimp. These were pretty good sized shrimp, marinated, and they had the best flavor. Big old like home cut French fries, salad. It had 2 homemade tortillas for your bread. That's down here, that's your bread. If you ask for bread, you're gonna get tortillas. They were good. But I mean, the whole thing, man. And I had 2 margaritas. The whole thing, $40 US. I kid you not. And in their money, which I cannot pronounce the currency right now, but it was 302 of their currency. You know, got to have that calculator going so you know if you're getting a deal or not getting a deal. But $40 for this meal, this atmosphere, it was well worth it. So, Tres Tiempos. It's right there, historic district, Guatemala City. Go get something to eat there, you'll like it. Yeah, I gotta say, for a first night in a foreign country, a foreign city, that was great. That was great. Couldn't have asked for anything better. The room was comfortable, safe, beautiful. Food, out of the ballpark. Really was. And the roads getting in from El Salvador to Guatemala, they're not the best, for sure. You know, I'd give El Salvador a hard time about their roads, but the roads in Guatemala, going from the border to pretty close to the town, were pretty sad. Pretty sad. I'm glad I got a 4-wheel drive. I'm glad Lucy is 4-wheel drive and sits up off the ground as much as she does. Thank goodness for that. But thanks so much for the likes, the comments, and subscriptions. Appreciate all that. Some of the videos, like I did the video on the Holocaust Museum, not fun. It wasn't fun to go through it, for sure. It wasn't fun to make it and go through all the footage again and put it together. But, I mean, it was real. It happened. And We just need to make sure that we remember and that we don't let it happen again. If we can do anything about it to stop it. But hopefully this video was more fun, and the next one should be too. The next one is Guatemala City. It's going to have drone footage, a pretty cool little cab ride, get to see some different things. So I'm excited about that one. It'll be fun. It'll be sort of a long video, but it'll be a fun video to watch. All right. Oh, until next time, I guess it's hasta luego, and I'll see you later. Bye.